Daddy's in the building, broadcasting live. We got another great show starring the Muscle V, also known as Dixie.
Yo, what up?
And as well, our producer, the scariest Jew in Jewville, Boo Radley.
Ooh, you Jew.
And the man that shorts have forgotten. He is, of course, our executive producer, the Pants Man.
Some comment.
And you can feel free to ask me anything, for I am Jeeves. Welcome to the show, guys.
Huzzah.
Not at all how I wanted to do that intro, because I am out of sorts. So before we get into anything else, I do want you guys to kick us off with some producer awards while I get myself sorted.
Okay.
So, as you guys know, we are not airing last night's episode because it was such an abomination. So I want you guys to give an award to literally anyone but the four of us, for any reason. And we start with you, Pants Man.
Wait, you want us to give this award to anything but us?
Anyone but us in the entire world, for any reason. It actually can be a thing, too. I don't care.
I'm going to give my award to Skittles, because while I haven't had them in a while, they are delicious.
What's the award you're giving them?
Just the Keep on Keeping on Skittles award.
The Keep on Keeping on Skittles award. Okay.
Awarded to Skittles, yeah. It makes sense. It's logical.
I mean, it does fit. It would be insane to call them out for not fitting the category. How about you, Boo? Who are you giving an award to?
Yeah, I'm gonna give the Keep on Keeping on award.
You're giving the same award?
Keep on Keeping on?
Oh, but not the. It's just more open than the Keep on Keeping on Skittles award.
No, the Keep on Keeping on award.
Yeah, you're saying what P said, right?
Yeah, just let me finish.
Exactly what P said.
Is going.
Is it going to Skittles? This will be incredible. What a start this could be.
It's going to Team USA.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Ice hockey for getting the second medal, the bronze, the silver medal. Wow, I could not think of the word silver. The silver medal.
Just to be clear, you wanted to give us an Olympic update today. Are you sure you're even fit to do so?
Well, this is why instead of doing the Olympic update, I filled it in by just saying silver medal to Team USA in hockey.
Right, so you gave an award to a team that is going to get an actual award.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Well, Skittles also gets awards all the time.
They certainly get the Keep on Keeping on Skittles award.
Yeah, my award was very different.
I guess just to clarify for the future. For the future, you guys don't have to give the same award.
We
at
did.
all. Okay.
He had a branded award.
All right. So as mentioned at the top of the show, last night's show was an utter disaster. So we are trying for a slightly more structured show. We even actually slightly prepared for this one. So all of you were aware of your segment. All of your people were aware of your segments ahead of time. You're excited. So we're going to go a little more segment heavy than all you viewers are used to, I think. We'll see. So we're going to start with a new segment called House of Mouse. I originally just wanted to give myself a segment and didn't have anything to talk about, right? So I figured I would either talk about house problems or baby problems. The runner being that Mickey Mouse is very prevalent in baby products. Incredibly, I have an update in 3 different areas since coming up with the name. Today, we found out our daughter has a 5th year infection.
Wow.
So that's exciting. We're getting good at that, at least.
What? That's awful.
Yeah, it's not been great. We got to go now see a specialist doctor just to look at her ears to figure out why they keep getting infected. So really, really great start to my day.
Yeah, I put tubes in them at some point, right?
We're going to an ENT now to confirm if tubes are happening. Which that means minor surgery, so really not great, but whatever. Not much we can do about that. was like, all right, that's, I guess, a thing for House of Mouse segment. Not great, but could be worse. And then right as I was going to send you guys out the segments, I went to go put some whiskey glasses away, which granted, they've been out since Sunday. I was like, now feels like the time to clean those up. And I walked downstairs, and it sounds like, a little waterfall action, which if you've ever walked in your basement, that's not the sound you're hoping to hear. You're hoping to hear quiet. And so I looked in, there's like this weird closet in our basement, and it turns out it was just raining inside.
Oh, so, from the roof or
from the rain? No, I think it looks like it's coming in where either the current or old water meter is, and just like kind of following the pipeline. But so I got to learn a lot of things today about how easy it is to get your water shut off by the city. I talked to the world's nicest lady. But I wish we had a opposite of customer complaint segment, because this was the greatest customer support I've ever been given. But for it was like a government entity, so they didn't even have to do it. Like if they would have just been like, "No, we're not even helping you," I wouldn't have too much recourse. But instead, this lady was amazing. If you would have had her for the internet, you'd have been overjoyed, even if she was screwing you over. You'd been like, "This is great." So that was coming out like a trickle. We panic call the father-in-law, and he walks us through all of the things you need. So I went and made out a panic run to Walmart to get buckets, a floor fan, and some potable water, just because we were aiming to get our water shut off. For some reason, Walmart is only selling buckets in Mardi Gras color, which is really interesting. You can only get them in like bright green, yellow, and purple.
It is Mardi Gras time, so that makes sense.
But do Walmart patrons like on theme? Do they throw up in the buckets of Mardi Gras? Is that like a big deal? Or is there some other activity that needs buckets of a specific color? Like this was very alarming to me.
I think that's just how decorations works.
Well, yeah, but do you get like buckets is like a utility item, right? It's not like oh, I bought my balloons and my buckets for the party.
Have you ever been to any store? There's all kinds of weird stuff that somebody must be buying.
Well, I will admit this is the first time I've been to a Walmart, I think, since like the second month of the pandemic. What were you saying?
I was just going to say you can get random things at random places. Vitaly got wings at Hobby Lobby.
What?
Muscle V.
Muscle V got wings at a Hobby Lobby.
Was I
we
the
need
only
like
one
a square jump.
Yeah, all right. Let's. We're at our first match intermission. So Muscle V, we're gonna start with you on ad spot reads tonight.
Give me
Holy
one
shit,
second.
we got 4 kills.
Yeah, let me
4 kills.
Let me update this. Yeah.
What? The fuck was I doing?
I was working on this
my
one.
life. Okay, hit us with your ad spot.
All right. So, do you enjoy flexing? Are your muscles just too big for that sleeve? I have a solution for you: the Muscle V. It's an average-fitting sleeveless muscle shirt for the average man. What could be better than that? Oh wait, there's more. Did you say V-neck? Oh yes, I did. The Muscle V comes in all shapes and sizes with a trademark V-neck look. Buy yours today at www.musclev.com. Use promo code V, that's VEE, for $1 off. Thank you, and muscle on.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Thank you.
I have criticism.
I love that. Are we now sponsored by your own product?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Of
how much
course.
are you paying us for the sponsorship spot?
You guys need to be paying me for the sponsorship spot.
Absolutely
That's not
not.
how this works.
Absolutely not.
You're using our air.
When you say our, you do realize that I am the one, streaming this and everything. So I'm using my own air.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
So anyway, how much are you paying us for that spot?
I'll pay you 1% of all profits generated in the next 30 days.
I mean, all right, get out there and buy your muscle V's. Let's go.
Yeah. 1% is kind of a lot for how little we've done for this.
Yeah, honestly, that's great. If we could get any sponsor to give us 1% of their profit share, I'd be thrilled with that.
And
Well,
it is
it's-
recorded, so this is binding legally.
Yeah, but I said it's
that's-
only for the next 30 days is what I said. 30 days only.
So I was about to reference LegalZoom, but it turns out on the feed, the LegalZoom ad spot got cut out. So just keep that in your back pocket, pants man.
Okay.
So you guys buying
Nice.
muscle V's now? Like,
Probably.
there you go.
I mean, I'm going to make at least an attempt to make my ads not lies and fiction. Like they'll be fiction instead of
Great. Don't,
actual companies that can do it.
inside baseball, but great.
You think the people listening right now are like, oh no, there's no real muscle V? Like if they went to the website, which I did, by the way, they would know nothing's there.
I haven't bought it yet. I haven't bought it yet, so
I assume you've just stunned people out there. Actually, most of them are going to be listening later when we're super famous, as you guys know. So honestly, it probably will be a website by then.
Fair.
And they'll just be like, what? It was one point not a website? I thought that the internet started with this website. This is crazy. We're like, yeah, I know, right? History. Okay, anyway, just to wrap up House of Mouse, I get back from my Walmart run. It turns out it's really hard to find water when you're panicked and running through a Walmart. Very easy to find Mardi Gras buckets and box fans. And I left, came back, and the water flows back to a trickle, so we think we're probably good. We canceled the turning off of the water, and right as I come in and park, I do see a mouse run out of my garage. So this was really a banger day for me. It was a banger day of not much issues.
Get to the marked location and defend it.
That's awful. I hate mice.
Yeah, well, at some point I'll get into all of my battles with mice because it's been long and annoying.
Yeah.
All right, I just had to get some complaints out the way early and let you guys know where my mental state's at. We almost delayed the show. Also, my power might give out at any time. Anyway, let's move on to listener mail. The Pants Man.
All right. I have some very exciting news about listener mail. So, as you all know, we have a P.O. box, and that P.O. box
Should we all say that next
is
time?
just completely filling up. I don't know if you can hear the sound effects I'm trying to give us.
I did hear that. Much better than your intro originally.
Yeah. So, we have our first package, not just a letter. We've got an actual package here. All right, I'm going to open it up. Tear into it.
Be careful. That could be like anthrax.
Okay, let me pull these out. There's a few little. They're in smaller boxes. Let me take a look at this. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, these are those Funko Pops. Or is that what they're called? Funko Pops? Yeah.
Yeah.
Those little dolls that look like famous things and fictional characters. Well, this is so cool. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this.
They got big heads, big eyes, small bodies.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's of us. It's of us. Somebody sent us. I didn't even realize they had released us. But this one's definitely Boo. And then, and this one, Jeeves for sure. What's this one? Okay, no, that's Muscle V. And oh my God, there's Pants Man. This is crazy. I can't believe that somebody made these or the company made these. That's really cool. Oh, there's a letter. Hold on, there's a letter.
Is it sponsored by? It's sponsored by Funko.
All right, let me read the letter.
Okay, yes, smart.
Dear Cod Daddies, I recently discovered your stream, and while I haven't had a chance to watch it live yet, I've thoroughly enjoyed the episodes posted so far. I've sent you these Seinfeld Funko Pop toys as a gift because I want to know which Seinfeld character each of you would be. Okay, now that I look at them again, it does makes sense that they would be Seinfeld and not us. And it does say names like Kramer in them that I could have noticed earlier.
Uses their names, yeah.
Anyway, it ends hugs and kisses, unit.
So eunuch?
Did you say unit? Like the big
Yeah,
unit,
you
or
say
just
unit, or like no dick, or like big
I
guy?
said unit. I think it might be pronounced Eunice.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Eunice, for sending us some dolls, I guess.
And it comes to the question: we have to decide which Seinfeld character
Did
each
it
of us
come
would
with?
be in
Did
this
it
group.
come with a question, or did it just say that they're curious?
No, it does. It says right here. It says, "I sent you these Seinfeld Funko Pop toys as a gift because I want to know which Seinfeld characters each of you would be."
Fair, but I don't think that's a question.
Well, it's something they want to know. I don't want from me.
Okay. I guess I like to be litigious, like ask a question if you want a question answered, but just this once we can answer it.
I'm Kramer.
Which four Punkos? Which four Punkos did they send us?
The four main characters from
Next time
Seinfeld.
will be
Okay, I kind of assumed Newman would be in there, because that would be helpful.
Who do you want to be Newman?
I would. Who do you think? The one
I'm
who
worried
looks like
it's
Newman.
me because I'm the guy doing the mailbag.
No, that is really funny though. Okay. Boo, you want to take that? Oh shit! Wait. Give us a minute. Boo, why don't you take your ad spot first?
Okay, great. This ad spot is all about medical marijuana. Medical marijuana. I forgot the rest. See? That's what drugs do to you. Go to drugs.com.
Whoa!
Amazing.
What a roller coaster! Is it over?
Yeah, go to drugs.com.
Okay. Great. Did they pay us? I feel like they're a public service.
Public services still have to do ads.
I just asked if they paid us. I didn't say.
Yeah,
They
paid
can't
us.
possibly.
They paid us in sun butter.
What?
Is that a
Yes.
thing? Is that a
Sun
thing?
butter. It's disgusting. Yeah, we use it as a peanut butter substitute at work. It's not good.
What
is it?
What is it made of?
Is it made
It's
from the sun?
sunflower seeds. It's sunflower seeds.
Oh,
it's not good. Yeah.
Definitely
I
thought it was like
made with the power of the sun.
I did as
No.
well. I didn't even know what to do with it. I was like, what do you mean?
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, unfortunately not. You would love to eat the sun or whatever. Okay. Well,
By the way, another public service announcement. If you've got butter, don't leave it out in the sun.
yeah, it's generally not a good move. That's cool. Okay, thanks. Don'tDoDrugs.com. We will. That's a good message, I guess. Also, weird. Why would you attack medical marijuana? Don'tDoDrugs.com.
Like called out medical marijuana in no other form.
Yeah, like there's a lot of illegal form. I probably would go after them. Okay. Anyway, we're not in the organization. Whatever. So yeah, Boo, why don't you go ahead and tell us who each character of Seinfeld would be, of the main four?
I'm clearly Kramer.
Yeah.
I guess
That's the gimme.
Yes, I'm the gimme. I guess in this one,
Yeah, I think it gets harder from there.
I think Curtis becomes
No.
Seinfeld.
No.
Whoa. That's a bold.
Yeah, first
But
of all, I
no
don't
one
know about
else
the
is-
call. I don't know about the call, but you have to use names better. We have to work on that.
Oh, Pants Man is probably Esfeld.
You can say Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
And just to be clear, if you can't say a name, you can't just cut out the next three letters of the word. Okay.
It's probably Seinfeld. And that makes
This gets the next one really.
no.
Okay.
Vitaly, I'm sorry. Not.
Oh my god! Immediately.
Give me 1 second.
Muscle V.
Muscle V. Is definitely Elaine.
You can just say V. You don't even have to. Of all the
Or-
ones.
It's gotta be Muscle
or-
V.
Or Elaine.
All right.
And then I guess that
So
makes
I'm George.
Ask Jeeves is George, I think.
That is not how I would have done this, but I love
I
it.
wouldn't have done that either, but I think just judging your answers, obviously you're correct. I think I'm the next most correct. Like that's not.
Targets are up.
You've done a horrible job, I think.
I would have gone.
Mark location.
Yes, Kramer for Boo. I
Yeah.
would have put Jeeves as Jerry.
Same.
If for no other reason, the alliteration. I would have put Muscle V as George, and I would have claimed Elaine.
Yeah, I think I would have gone that way. Well, George talks a lot, so there's that. But then,
That's
like,
a good point.
he is hella awkward, though. I feel like it's a good mix.
Guys, obviously I'm Jerry. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, okay.
No question about it.
I mean, you know you're not, right?
Well, of course I am.
Okay.
Here's the biggest problem. This is what I just realized. I'm more like every Seinfeld character than all of you guys are.
Yeah, you actually probably are the top picks
Because
for
you're
both.
Jewish.
You're
Yeah,
probably
I'm like-
the top picks for both Kramer and George, for sure.
Oh, definitely. And I'm probably either the first or second for Seinfeld.
No, Seinfeld's way... I was going to say he's way too self-aware, but you are weirdly self-aware, aren't you?
Yeah.
Underrated thing about you.
I don't think you've got that ladies' man date habitually thing. That
Oh,
he's
definitely.
got.
You definitely don't have the dates thing down.
No, but I do tell jokes like him. What's the deal with cream cheese?
You sell the jokes like Barney, which is close.
Today, this is getting away from the segment a little bit, but it also is just classic Boo. I got my own name right.
Great. Honestly, stunning. Great work.
I did my British accent, and my boss was like, "That's the worst British accent I've
You
ever
should
heard."
never do that to someone that could give you more money for any reason. Other
And
than
he said
maybe.
he's heard me do my British accent before. He said this one was the worst today.
Can you grace us with it?
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
British accent. I'm not name is Bradley. This is my British accent.
Full blown.
Gas is
Oh,
inbound.
shit. What's it called?
Forrest Gump.
Thank you. It's been a long day.
Loadout drop on the way.
Yeah, full blown forest that time. Worse than usual. Yeah, I agree with him. Are you still bad?
I just need to practice more.
No, you do not.
Oh my God, we should do a British episode.
Oh yeah.
I told you guys. I don't know if I said it on the show yet, but I wanted to raise our daughter British, and someone was against it.
How would you go about doing that? Just eat a lot of fish and chips?
No, we would just talk British anytime we talked to her. So it's all she would ever hear at home.
Now, wait a minute. Quick question. Would you
Yeah.
only talk to her, or would you, anytime she was in earshot, talk to each other in that accent?
We would commit. We would have to do it anytime she heard us talk for like 16 years, I think.
Because they say that's what makes, like, bilingual households don't actually work. Like, it's harder to be bilingual if you have parents where you only hear, like, let's say you get both Spanish and English in the home. If you mostly hear English, but your dad only ever uses Spanish with you, like, you're not really going to learn Spanish because you're only getting it reinforced from one person.
So that's interesting you say that, because I definitely am going to try with my son to teach
But it's
him.
not just you. It's not just you.
You're going to go British? I think that's a good move for
No.
you. I've never
No.
heard you do the British accent.
But it's not just you. Big Daddy B.
Just say V. Just say V.
It's not just you. Your parents are also reinforcing it. That's the difference.
But how often are they going to see him? Like,
I don't
it's
know.
gonna
That's
okay, but it's going to be consistently me and Trixie.
you don't think your parents
Right,
will say,
but-
like,
I mean, Trixie is going to speak, I assume, only English.
That's the only language she knows. Yes.
And everybody else in your little child's world will speak English.
That is correct.
So I'm not saying it's impossible that they won't learn Russian. I'm just saying
You definitely
it
see
is-
why there'd be challenges.
it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to try, and I think
Oh
You
my
start
God,
early.
boarding school.
See.
Send them to boarding school
You want to
in
send
Russia.
You want to send them to Russian boarding school? Do they even have boarding schools in Russia?
He may come back, doping and shit. I don't know.
The nice thing is you can just send them to your hometown and it'll still be Russian. So that's exciting. All right. We've had a lot of fun here. I assume time to end it. Boo, you're really excited for a question to ask us.
Yeah, it's
only a single question now.
It's one single question. All three of you will answer. I'm using this time to also give a little bit of this is our opportunity to give people some advice and feedback.
Oh no! You want us to give advice to other people?
This is something that I think is going to be very easy for all of you guys to answer.
Okay, before you ask it though, I want our listeners to give us advice as much as you can. Clearly, you've heard from us. We don't know what we're doing. Please write in with advice. It'll be well received, I promise. All right, go on, Bill.
So as I've told some of you guys, I had trouble sleeping last night. So I started thinking, what do other people do when they can't sleep? So I want to hear from you guys. What are your rituals or things you do when you can't sleep?
What order do you want to go in?
Let's start with.
Call us out by name.
Let's start with Muscle V.
Good idea, because he's probably got to be the kingpin of sleep.
So if I cannot sleep, I definitely do go to.
Although did we talk about it on here? Like, did you say you've been having sleep issues very recently? Did we talk about it on the show yet?
We did talk about it. I don't know if it was on the show or not, but we did talk about it.
Probably not then. You've actually caught me at a weird time asking that question.
But yeah, if I can't sleep, I definitely watch YouTube videos.
Gas is closing in.
After a while, I'll eventually fall asleep.
And again, screen time, notoriously good for your sleep cycle.
So you watch YouTube till you fall asleep, or what?
I watch YouTube until I'm just so tired that I can't keep watching.
Oh
right.
my God! No, Muscle V. I just had a real realization here. So I think this is a genetic dad thing. I think it's hard to get to sleep and you have to watch YouTube videos because you're a dad now. And I say that because my father, for my entire life, has fallen asleep on the couch watching television, and YouTube is the modern day television.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So you do it up in bed?
Yeah.
And Trixie doesn't mind?
No. I have the audio down pretty low.
Whoa, wait, you leave audio out loud?
Yeah.
I assumed headphones at least.
I don't like laying down with headphones on.
Oh my, I would never be able to deal with that. What?
She's usually pretty passed out.
How hard does she fall? Does she take horse tranquilizer? What?
She does do horse tranquilizer at least once a day to make sure she doesn't get COVID.
No, that's just to drink her own pee.
She does anything and everything that they were recommended. She does.
Oh,
and when I say they, it's Redditors.
Okay, and do you get the advice from your YouTubes? Is that how she hears about it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, next let's go with Jeeves.
All friendlies are in the safe zone.
Okay. So this is what to do when we can't fall asleep.
Correct.
So my advice has actually changed very recently. The move now is to get the world's most comfortable sheets, and then so we'll get not in your bed. Don't put them in your bed. Put them in a different bed in your house or apartment, and go grab the baby monitor. This is crucial. So you have to be watching a baby. With the goal of getting up in case she needs something immediately. And so you're staring at that baby monitor just, because you don't want to miss if she has anything, she has to get your help immediately. And you'll pass out in 12 seconds sitting up. No problem.
So that's very similar to YouTube, except for you're just watching a baby.
It's got to be higher stakes than just YouTube. You need to be staying awake while you're doing this. Preferably she's just cried.
So where do the sheets play in this one? Like just for comfort? Like
they're so comfortable that you can't help. You're just like, no, I have to stay awake from my baby. I will make sure to help her at the drop of a hat. And then you find out it's 3 hours later and you've passed out in the wrong bed.
But you refuse her to put in your own bed to sleep in your own bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because of the baby. No, we just bought. I don't know where my wife found these sheets, but they're like really cheap Amazon sheets, but they're incredible. And I like 2 weeks ago, she put them in the bed, and I passed out for like 4 hours in them, just trying to like stay up watching the monitor. It was crazy.
So do you just sit there and watch the monitor all night, or do you do stuff and watch the monitor?
I've changed recently. I used to play a game while watching the monitor because my daughter's very bad at sleeping. Something you can't relate to at all, and you can fuck off. But you know, we'd give her about 15 minutes before trying to figure out a new strategy. So I had a game that took about 15 minutes a round, and as she's gotten older, that's been less imperative. And so now I think I usually read a book again for like 4 seconds. I get like a quarter of a page down on a book and then pass out on accident. Oh, I had a good round.
Yeah. Next ad spot.
But before we get to what Pants Man, it's Pants Man's up with an ad spot.
Are you an entrepreneur trying to make your business successful? You probably think you should spend a modest amount of money and time putting together a professional website where you can share basic information to your customers like hours of operation, location, and goods and services that you sell, maybe with prices. Wrong. What you really need is to kickstart your business is Social Douche. Social Douche is a new service designed to clean out and curate your social media platforms to boost your company's profile and success. Want a Facebook page to shine? We will help. Want a perfect Insta? We'll try. Any other social media platforms? We'll see. After spending a surprisingly large amount of money with us, your restaurant will have a blurry JPEG of your menu for all of your customers to squint at and try to read. Your feed will be loaded with stunning and enticing images of whatever product you sell, without any clear idea of how to actually buy it. Need help advertising? We specialize in blasting obnoxious ads to just about anyone, especially folks who aren't even within your service area. To learn more about Social Douche's advantage, visit our Facebook page where you can learn shockingly little information about how to give us your money.
Wow, I cannot believe we got Social Douche. They're clearly doing well. I have no idea how we landed them.
It's the next. Sorry, go ahead.
I can't believe that they need to advertise. It's incredible.
I can say that
Well, you wouldn't think with a brand as popular as Casper that you'd need to advertise, but they sure do.
MuscleV.com also uses this service as well.
You use MuscleV uses is Social Douche?
Social Douche?
Yes, it does.
Wow. The energy. Okay.
No wonder your website doesn't work, but I'm sure your Facebook adequate.
We are very Insta-centric right now.
You know what? I'm more interested in MuscleV now. Thanks for knowing that. Fantastic.
Thanks, Social Douche.
Thanks, Social Douche. All right. So continue with your segment.
It's now on to Curtis to talk about what he does.
No. Oh my
God. It's next. We'll edit that in post production.
No, you won't.
No, I would say
post production.
Now it's on to Pants Man.
You also, just before you Pants, you go. You can't rely on post production. This is supposed to be a live show.
Also, you can't call him Pants.
Yeah, I know. You're right. All right. Well, we'll get in post.
Yeah, we'll get in post.
Well, for me, I am somebody who has always struggled to fall asleep. It's hard for me.
Is that true?
Oh yeah.
I assume that's not true because you're skinny. I feel like half my problems are because I eat too much Doritos.
Nobody said I don't eat too much Doritos.
Oh.
I can be skinny fat.
All right. Well, I assume that the fat like pressed down on my like larynx or some shit, and then
No, I'm a tosser and a turner. I have a hard time getting comfortable, and then even once I'm comfortable, I'm in my head and I'm thinking about things, and it's like literally I'll be like at work or whatever, or doing something I want to do, and I'll just be like falling asleep, and then I like move to the bed to purposefully go to bed and fall asleep, and my body's just like, come up. So anyway, I don't have honestly very successful strategies these days. But I will say when I was a kid, I had something that kind of worked, which was, that concept of like counting sheep, just doing something kind of whatever, repetitive.
Most basic thing that
fall asleep.
everyone knows. Yeah, everyone knows counting sheep.
So I had a kind of a separate version of that. So I found out one Christmas, I was talking to my cousin, and she worked at like a Target or someplace, and she had to alphabetize things a lot. And so she learned, maybe it wasn't Target because that doesn't sound right, but maybe it's like a video store or something. But she had to alphabetize, and so she learned the alphabet backwards.
I have another theory about your cousin.
Okay, I would love to hear it.
She might be a bit of a drunk.
I mean, actually, I think that came up. People were like, "So if you get pulled over, does that mean you can do it?"
You just do your.
She was like, "I mean, yeah." Anyway, so yeah, I was so intrigued by that as like a 8-year-old or whatever that I would lie in bed. That was very young. I would lie in bed and I would just try to spell backwards. I would just try to be like ZYXWVUTSRQP.
Okay, wait. Just to be clear, the alphabet's not spelling.
Well, okay, you know what I mean. I was trying to do it.
I like the idea of you just taking a word and trying to spell it backwards.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, that's a real like mental challenge. All right, we're on to embarrassingly, we're already on to my ad spot. We only have 4 ad spots for the show, and we're blowing through them.
Well, I don't fully. This is just like
let's skip this one.
Like,
let's skip this one and go and we'll do it later.
Okay, yeah, you're probably a good idea. We should probably at least get through a segment before moving to the next.
How long is the sections or whatever you call these things?
We only do ad spots in between games, so you can tell
how long is the game?
Well, it depends how good we're doing.
Yeah, this one was pretty bad.
So this was having 4 for the entire show. That was very wishful thinking on your part.
I haven't counted them, but I think we probably averaged 5 or 6. So we're just burning through stuff right now. Or ads, I should say. We're doing terrible in the game, basically.
So Pants Man, have you tried Jeeves' strategy of just staring at a baby monitor?
Yeah. Well, where do you keep your baby monitor, and whose baby do you monitor?
Also, do you sleep in a different area with very nice sheets?
I don't have a baby monitor. I don't monitor any babies. And
well, there's your problem.
I have nice sheets. The thing about my sheets are and I don't know if you have this experience in your beds, but like the first night after I make the bed very rarely. Like I will actually get the fitted sheet tightly, wrapped around that mattress. And that first night when I do that, it's glorious, it's smooth, it's silky, it's wonderful. And then every night after that, it loosens a little bit more and more. And then I wind up, well into the week because I haven't bothered to like tighten it back down. That fitted sheet is not very loose, and it's kind of not lumpy, but just not nearly as crisp and smooth.
My wife cares about stuff like that too. If it was just left to my own devices, I would be like in a ball on the floor by a week into doing laundry. But she came up with a perfect solution. Have you seen? I don't know the name, but I call them bed suspenders.
Yeah, we got those too.
They're great, right?
Yep.
So basically, they function with suspender technology, but instead of holding a pant, you put them under your bed, and they go. At least ours go opposite corner to opposite corner. So you get 2 suspenders, and they clip into like the underside of your mattress.
So I have one for each corner actually. It's got 3 different like clips. So you put it under the corner of the bed, and you just clip those 3 together. so it wouldn't actually pull up like over.
What are they? What's the anchoring tie thing? Like, what's the third thing tie? Because like we do one on either side of the corner.
So you do one on the one side of the mattress, another side of the mattress, and then one in the middle.
Ooh, what? I missed that. What do you mean one in the middle?
So there's 3. When you put the sheet under the bed, like under the corner, right? You hook one side to one side of the sheet of the bed, then to the other side, and then one directly in the middle.
So wait, yours is literally suspender shaped.
Mark a drop point for your team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you do the top 2 corners and then the bottom base, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that still leaves you like minor threat of pulling up on the bottom corners, especially if you sleep like you're in a tornado.
It depends how lazy you are, but yeah, that can definitely happen.
Okay. But I mean they're dumb as shit, but perfect solution. Pants man.
I'm actively looking at this.
It's like she pitched them to me. I'm like, we don't need that. And she's like, we were already getting it, so.
I'm not gonna lie.
They're a perfect product, though.
When I was like in, I don't know, high school, maybe younger than that. I don't know. At some point in my life, I had decided for the same concept, but very homemade. I think I took like safety pins or something and like pinned the sheets to my mattress.
Oh, you threw in a weapon to your bed.
It was like I ruined those sheets. Like I just basically put holes in the sheets in an attempt to not have to make my bed.
You could have gotten like very hurt from that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you could have got free piercings too. I guess is the optimistic way to look at that.
Setting waypoint.
Always be optimistic.
Did you just choke while you said that?
No.
All right. So, Boo, did we help you out? Did you get the answers you were hoping?
Those were all great answers. Very good.
Did you listen to any of them?
And
is there a reason you're asking?
I was just thinking about it when I was up. I did my own thing, but I was just hearing what other people did.
Oh, so this is why you were texting us, because you were like you were just awake.
I was awake and I was thinking of different ideas for the show, and it popped in my mind, so I figured I'd ask.
Oh, okay.
Oh, by the way,
can you rate the best one? Yeah.
Oh. No worries.
No, you can do it after. You can finish. You can do the thing that's related.
Well, I was just going to say that I discovered last night that one of my pillows has this very upsetting zipper situation. Like it's like zippered shut or whatever, and I got like a face into the zipper. It was awful.
Was it a My Pillow?
I'm sorry. What?
No. It's I think
what's
Casper brand.
What do you mean you got a face into the pillow? What'd you say?
Like the part of the zipper, the part you grab to like zip or unzip. It got. I think it's supposed to be kind of folded in on itself, so it doesn't like be a thing that you hit. But it came out, and I like pushed my face into the pillow, and it just was like metal thing at me.
Oh, I'm not
good.
I like that you try to suffocate yourself while you sleep.
Is that not how you do it?
I think I try to go a lot of air. I think at minimum full mouth exposure.
Well, I am a definite side and stomach sleeper.
I've converted to side because I have the sleep apneas, and my wife kept getting nervous that I would choke to death in my sleep.
Yeah. You have sleep apnea?
If I sleep on my back, yes. If I sleep on my side, no issues whatsoever.
I also have sleep apnea.
Do you sleep on your side or your back?
I sleep on my side.
Do you still have it with the side sleeping?
I don't know. So actually, I did go to the doctor.
And we know your wife wouldn't know because she's apparently passed the fuck out no matter what the fuck you're doing.
No, she has made comments before that it sounds like I stopped breathing in the middle of the night.
That's literally what apnea is.
Right. So I actually went to the doctor and he asked about that and I told him. So I did a sleep study and obviously I couldn't sleep for shit. But they did put me on a sleep apnea machine, so I do have one of those now. It is the worst thing ever. I hate it.
I think you told us this.
I like that you said you think you have sleep apnea. You very clearly have it. You were diagnosed with it.
No, okay, I didn't sleep at all. Like, because there's cameras and stuff, and you're hooked up like in every which way possible. It was the most uncomfortable 6 hours of just laying there ever.
I believe it was super uncomfortable, but we've met you. There's no way that you care about cameras watching you.
No, I don't care. I couldn't sleep because I kept moving, and when I moved, the wires kept disconnecting. So every single time, the guy had to come into the room and fix it.
I'm actually surprised to hear you're so mobile while you sleep. I wouldn't have guessed that either.
Well, I go from side to side, and when I was going from one side to the next side, it would disconnect.
You'd think they'd have a way to handle that.
Yeah.
I don't think you're alone in tossing and turning, especially while hooked up to wires.
The guy's like, well, just try and get some sleep. I'm like, you think I'm not fucking trying?
That's... he came in over the microphone, or what?
Yeah, he did. He's like, hey, we really can't do any testing here until you fall asleep. I was like,
have you tried sleeping?
Yeah, I was like, that's great, bro.
That's amazing. Oh, actually, quick criticism to Social Douche. I didn't think they used the word bra enough in their advertisement. Like bra.
I will pass that criticism on to them.
Thank you. That's amazing. I love that. Hey, have you thought about sleeping? We're trying to test you, bud.
Well, he said, can you try sleeping? And I said, well, I don't know what else you want me to do. He's like, well, you're doing the right things. Just, try harder.
This classic manager 101 right there. Like, oh, thank you. What did he think you were doing?
I don't know. I think the total, I looked at the report later, I got like maybe 25 minutes of sleep total.
Oh my God. I've seen you sleep longer in the bathroom many times.
And this was a Sunday night going into Monday. So I had to go to some hotel room. They put me in some hotel room, hooked me up and everything. And it was like 9 o'clock, and they're like, all right, we're going to start the test now. I'm like, well, I don't go to bed till like midnight. They're like, well, we need as much time as possible to start this test. I'm like, well, I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. They're like, well, just try. So like, it went downhill from the moment I started.
Was this scientist running this? I feel like they should know how to handle this better.
It was the clinic.
The Cleveland Clinic?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't say that. Sorry, shit. Fuck.
It was the clinic.
The clinic. Oh, yeah, that's my bad. It could have been a minute clinic. Okay, I don't know. My bad. All right, it's been a long day. All right, let's... Does anyone else have any sleep thoughts? Apparently, we all have a ton, despite apparently being bad at it.
Well,
how about you, Boo? Do you have any strategies?
Real quick, Jeeves. So
yeah, I do have a strategy, but I'll let tell you.
Oh my God, Muscle V.
Muscle V.
So my wife Trixie has been waking me up at 5 a.m. because somehow I've been taking my mask off while I sleep in the middle of the night.
Oh my God!
So subconsciously I'm taking it off.
That's you're subconsciously trying to end it.
Yeah.
That's how hard is it to take off?
Well, it goes over your head, and there's 2 straps that connect to the mask. So like, you can't just like rip it off. Like you gotta undo the magnet straps. But somehow I've been doing that pretty much every night.
No.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know what to say to that, but you gotta get that figured out.
Yeah, I do.
You need like an outlet or some shit so that you can make sure that you don't stop breathing.
It's okay. It's not that I'm gonna stop breathing. It's just it helps with the breathing. Like I'm not gonna die if I don't have.
Literally, apnea is that you stop breathing, and literally you can die from sleep apnea.
Now, here's my question about that, because while I've heard that many times, and I've heard of literally like tons of people apparently have this thing. My question is, like, how many deaths per year are there to sleep apnea? Because I've heard a lot about sleep apnea as a problem. I've never heard of an actual death from it.
Are you worried that big apnea is skewing the numbers?
I'm not suggesting that. I just find it peculiar. I would think it would be a thing I would hear about like at all.
You're losing ground. Move it.
It's the
Do
25th leading cause of death in the world.
Yeah, can you name like the top 3 killers of Americans even? Do you think?
Drunk driving.
Not you. I'm talking to Pants, man.
I'm sure I couldn't, but like I hear about so and so died of a heart attack, so and so died of cancer. Like I hear about people actually dying of things. I've never heard anybody say, "Oh yeah, it was sleep apnea."
Well, you probably chalk up a heart attack sometimes to sleep apnea, I would think. Because
What?
I don't know, like you stop breathing to death in any situation. I don't, something else is going to be the problem. I think. I don't know.
This is interesting, and maybe this explains it. So I Googled it, and so this is hardline factual evidence. But Google says.
Did you make sure not even click a link? Just you got whatever Google is telling you.
No, I don't need to click through. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, great.
And by the way, if you want bias, so the American Sleep Apnea Association estimates that 38,000 people a year in the United States die from heart disease with sleep apnea as a complicating factor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying vaguely.
Right, but
thanks, Big Apnea. Thanks for backing me up.
It sounds like the Sleep Apnea Association wants to take credit for all the deaths from heart disease that happen to also have sleep apnea.
Yeah, they're doing like the prison thing. They're like, yeah, no, that was sleep apnea. That was definitely apnea. All right, I'm in the gulag. 1 second. I think we can move on from sleep. I assume. Apparently, we all have a lot of thoughts on it, though. Oh yeah, Boo. Wait, what's your strategy?
So we'll definitely end this segment. Masturbation.
Oh.
Sometimes that is the trick. Sometimes that's what you need.
Of course it works, but you don't have to. You could at least dress up it. You don't have to just come out and, like, dude, give us like a metaphor or something. You're on live TV.
I was going to, but we've been talking about sleep for 30 minutes. So
you know what it is? You know what it is? Kramer has a contest with himself at night to go to bed.
That's funny. Okay. All right, let's move on. So our next segment is I've called it Busy Ideas, and none of you decided to correct that. So this is Muscle V's latest business idea.
I want to emphasize for those who cannot see the text you sent us with the outline. Busy is spelled Bizzy.
Yes, that's correct. I named it that, and I can't actually remember why at this moment, but it was something that made me chuckle.
So This is something I've been working on at least 6 years. Had a lot of developers, partnered with Elon Musk. It's in the final stage of production. I believe we're gonna...
Are you sure you want to give this away? Sounds like it's pretty close to being a real business.
We already have
pending.
Yeah, we already have patent pending, and it's trademarked and all those fancy terms.
So this is really just another advert for one of your businesses, really.
I mean, it's Elon Musk and myself.
Okay.
I believe we're gonna be calling it the VTact.
Oh, the what?
The VTact. So it's a contact, but it's like a smart contact. So you can like do all your business via your contact lenses. Also, it is military grade.
Wait. Sorry, I need to interrupt. You said you can do your business with your contact lens. Now I'm assuming you're able to like see things through the contact lens in your eye.
Yeah. Yep. So it's like
when you
a
say
phone in your eye.
You can do your business. You're going back to the contest thing.
Yeah, you can have a contest with yourself. Yeah, you don't even have to get out of bed. You don't have to turn it
You're
on
doing
the
your
screen.
business. You don't even have to open your eyes, really.
Well, you have to open your eyes for this to work. It's like you have your phone in there. You can FaceTime. You can do whatever you need to with it. It is also for
Does it draw power from the sun? Like, why do my eyes have to be open for it to work?
What's the other person seeing in FaceTime?
We haven't thought about that part yet. That's why it's still pending.
That never came up once.
That's not what pending means. Pending doesn't mean you're still figuring out what it'll be.
Well, he's not saying that it's not patent pending with the government. He's pending figuring out what to patent.
Yeah, Elon's been a little busy with his other side ventures, so we haven't been able to hammer that part out quite yet.
I'm surprised that Elon's good with calling it the VTAC.
Also, are you under the impression that Elon Musk is personally building all the electronics and like engineering of all of his projects? Like, oh,
No.
sorry, we're not doing that rocket this month. Elon had a party to go to. He will hang out.
Elon is very involved in his businesses.
That's true. That's objectively true.
Anyways, the other part of this as well is for the military. It does tell you where like the enemies are, so you can see through walls. It does does aimbot for you as well.
Obviously, it does aimbot. How does it see through walls?
It's got the mechanism in it built in.
Now, that is some clever design. The mechanism, you say?
I love the mechanism. I don't. Oh, you know,
I would love to hear you on Shark Tank. Like, now, how does this work? There's a mechanism.
The mechanism. There's like an authority to that.
So obviously, we are planning a Shark Tank.
I am fucking sold.
We are planning a Shark Tank episode. Me and myself.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You've already got Elon Musk on your side, and you're still going on Shark Tank?
Why are you teasing a thing here if you're going to go on Shark Tank?
We're trying to get Cuban.
Why?
Why?
Because he can help us with
why
like.
do you have to go on TV to get a conversation if you've got Elon Musk? He can't get a meeting with Cuban?
We're trying to get sports.
Want less money?
No, we're trying to get sports involved as well.
You just want the Mavs to.
You can wear while playing basketball. It's gonna help you with your shot.
What?
And how? Can you tell us how it will help you with your shot?
Yeah, it's gonna show you the arc that you need to shoot it at in order to make the basket.
So
I really wanted you to say there was a mechanism.
Yeah, I'm no shark, but I'm a little worried that we're going for both the military and the NBA.
Plus other professional sports, obviously, with Cuban.
And them. Finish it.
Sure, yeah, but I feel like you're spreading too thin.
That was shit.
You haven't even figured out how FaceTime works, and you're worried about the NBA. Like,
to be honest, FaceTime is not our priority.
What is your priority?
The military and the sports.
Military, and that just seems like a lot to take on. Oh, they just got diced in the air. That was actually really cool. All right, I'm gonna take a break from the. Do you have more into the busy idea? Should we? Did you cover everything?
Yeah. So Shark Tank episode, March 5th.
Do not tease a Shark Tank episode.
We are gonna
finish your patent.
We're gonna have the Gronk brothers. We're gonna have the Gronk brothers with us for hype men.
I mean, that's a good idea. Look, I'm invested. You just need to say more. Like, you just need to do more things that actually work. Otherwise, I'm sold. I'm a little worried of that. What's that chick? The
Siri.
She's supposed to be the next Steve Jobs.
You're worried of Siri.
Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah, I'm getting Elizabeth Holmes vibes right now. But other than that, I'm in. Can you talk deeper? Can you try that?
Her voice was so weird.
Dixie, do the deepest voice you can real quick, and make that same pitch.
The deepest voice I can do.
So Elizabeth has like her voice was like 4 octaves deeper than that. Go lower.
It's weird.
The deepest I can go.
I'm still so high.
It's very high, but you got really like Cobra Commander.
I feel like you're getting quieter, but not like a lower octave.
Sing Sweet Chariot. That's how I get low.
Oh boy.
Sing low, sweet chariot.
Who can do that?
Shit, Pantsman, you got too low. I think you cut below the mic.
I cut below the mic.
Check your gear and weapons.
All right.
Go soon.
Are we wrapped up on that? Do you got more ideas?
That is the latest and greatest, coming soon to a store near you.
Hostile dropping
Brilliant.
into the area.
Yeah, in the military.
And sports, yeah.
Brilliant. If you could just figure out the voice thing, I think you'd be fine. Really, your biggest problem.
I can get a person for that.
The military and sports, professional sports, are going to be involved. But you know what? It's also going to be in stores near you.
Yeah, I just don't think the military is going to be thrilled that you're selling their tech in stores.
I mean, obviously it's going to be a little different. Like, obviously we're not going to give regular, average Joe ability to see through walls. That would just be insane.
Time to see what you
Yeah,
learn.
obviously that would be very nefarious. Great. Okay. We're moving on. We were supposed to do an ad spot, but we didn't get through the busy ideas. So we're on. Yeah. Oh, yes, we will. Hopefully after this next segment. I don't know. We're doing horrible tonight. All right. This next segment's called Pants Money because you told us you have an idea to make us a lot of money.
Oh, geez. We'll see. So, what I've come up with, just to recap, as we know, I made some crucial mistakes in how I understood financial crimes worked.
That's correct. For those of you that didn't listen to 2 episodes ago, Pants Man got us in the hole instead of made us money.
It's just last episode.
Yeah, well,
just last episode.
We have a bit of a cash flow problem because I invented a bunch of money. I pretended like we made a bunch of money.
You didn't invent the money. Yeah.
Didn't actually have any money, and now we owe taxes on it. So,
had you invented the money, we'd have been fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was your only problem.
I've got
with the whole
a plan. I've got a get-rich-quick scheme, as it were, which, it's always going to work.
Yeah.
What I've come up with is, they call it a home equity line of credit.
Oh. You as a homeowner, of course I am.
Yeah.
I get them in the mail all the time.
Yeah, so that's a great way to get a quick influx of cash. One problem.
Super safe.
Yeah, one problem. I don't own any property.
Oh.
So,
Nope.
I attempted to just, I rent. So I thought, how hard can it be? Went to the bank, tried to get it taken out on, against the asset that is the apartment I live in. They did not go for that. But I did. So we don't need to get into how. I have a lot of your personal information, and some of you on this call are homeowners. So I have taken out some home equity lines of credit against your assets that we can all use to get rich quick. Now we've got all this money floating around. It's great.
That sounds awesome.
Like literally, we're talking tens of hundreds of dollars that I got for this. So.
As long as you're talking about taking away some of my snail mail to this house, great. You did me a service. I'd have paid for the privilege anyway. What'd you say, tens of thousands? No problem.
Well, tens of hundreds.
Oh, great. So that's basically free in home debt world.
Well, and the interest rate's really good. I mean, we're talking, double digits. So.
Oh.
Yeah. And in this economy, with what they say about inflation, I figure let's get in on that. Get in on the ground floor. Let's really drive that number up, right?
Who'd you go to for this?
Welcome to the gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom.
Who went to you?
I went to Lehman Brothers. It's what they call themselves. They were these 2 guys.
Yeah.
It sounded familiar. I thought it was a pretty respectable name in finance.
It was.
Stay sharp. You'll be out there soon.
Well, that's fine.
Tens of hundreds of dollars.
You win this.
Now, and it should be coming any day. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I gave them my information on the bank account, so they're going to transfer it right in there. They said so.
Mailing you a check, like bank account.
No, they're going to wire it. They're going to wire it right in. They got to do the background check and all that. So I gave them all my information, made sure that they knew it. And yours, I made sure they had all of the details on all of us, that they could do a solid, background check. And the fee, they did have the fee up front, which is, a really nominal fee, like $500. So that was just give them that credit card information. They're good to go. I had to put it over a couple, so I had to we strung it along some of our credit cards that I got access to. So
The good news is the
if
tax
you see
returns are
anything
coming soon.
if you see any transactions, just don't flag them. They're fine. They're all part of it. Are we excited? Honey.
All right, so Brad, we're moving on to our next question. Demon. Boo, boo. We're moving on to our next section. I'm calling it Twitchy Questions. They're just questions that are in the Twitch feed.
Great. There's only 3 questions, and they'll be quick answers. The first one is for Muscle V, actually. And Muscle V, how do you feel about the rumors of Cody Rhodes leaving AEW to go back to WWE?
So I did hear this. I do not believe it's
Wait,
rumors.
time out,
I think
time out.
it's real.
Wait, hold up. Who asked the question? You have to give credit to people that are in the chat.
Yeah, H Hogan 88.
Okay. Thanks, H Hogan. All right, sorry, Muscle.
So
Continue.
I did hear that he's leaving AEW. I don't think it's clear on where him and his wife are going, but I do know he did leave AEW.
Did H Hogan ask why he targeted Muscle V specifically?
Yes, because H Hogan knew Muscle V, and Muscle V's significant other are both wrestling fans.
That's not canon. So is this like one of Muscle V's friends?
I don't know. Muscle V, do you know H Hogan 88?
Does that sound like a familiar Twitch user to you?
I think that's Cody himself, Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What an interesting tactic to spread a rumor.
I hear he's just planting that question in all the Twitch feeds.
Yeah, that might be a bot. I don't know. He shouldn't have time for that.
The Cody Rhodes bot.
Yeah, you would think he would call it that. Worst case.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next question?
The next question is for Curtis from Screen Name.
Pantsman.
Sorry, it's from Pantsman, and this is from
Pantsman.
for Pantsman from M. Richardson for Trump.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wow.
And the question?
This person knows so much about you.
You're cutting out a little bit, bud.
But M. Richardson for Trump.
Boo. You're cutting out a lot.
Sorry. Better?
Yeah, much better.
So I don't know how M. Richardson for Trump knows this.
Well, good thing we don't use personal information, because I'm worried that we do know this guy. Thankfully, there's no way he can tell who we are.
First off, there's no way that if it is the person you think it is, he doesn't watch Twitch. But
he would be the one person to find this channel.
He would, yeah. I don't know.
The question is, Pantsman, did you hate Mike Richardson in college?
What a weird question.
Such a question.
And I guess he can use names, so I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna pull out a classic. No comment.
Good work.
Great.
That was really that's the answer I wanted you to give, but that took way too long of mine. And then the last question is for Ask Jeeves.
Good work.
And this is again.
Did you have to pause to make sure that you said the right name?
100%. Again,
you're cutting out again.
Better?
I don't know. You said very few words.
Can you hear me now?
Barely.
Yeah, I think you're cutting out still.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, better.
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
So this is weird because it must be somebody that follows you on social media. Because the question is, what happened to the duck?
An enemy team is hunting you. Don't become prey.
That is a throwback.
Take 'em out.
The duck that started on my social media.
If they survive, they'll
was assaulted and battered by someone in our dorm room, I believe. I won't use any names. I think it was Party Girl. Is that fair? You know what I'm talking about?
That's fair. That's fair.
Does that sound right to you guys? Did I
think you
was
might be
stuffed
right.
duck that got attacked in college?
You might be right.
So, Jeeves,
Yeah.
when you go back and watch this, go back to this moment. I just got 3 kills with my pistol.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Dixie notoriously hates using the pistol, so that doesn't sound correct. But maybe. I'll watch it. You got 3 kills and still died.
Well, I still only had a pistol.
That's just a lot of people in one place.
It's not over yet. Your team can still buy.
That's where I got my kills, right where you are.
I know. I want to get avenge you. I did not avenge you. I died immediately.
I watched that.
Okay. I'm gonna do my ad spot now, if that's all right. What is it? Okay. Lately I've been having such a difficult time concentrating until I found a magic cure-all. I was browsing the internet one day and I happened to stumble upon 90s alternative rock. As soon as I turned this bad boy on, I haven't focused nearly as good since. Wait, opposite. I focused incredibly well. It's been amazing. I can't believe I haven't heard about this sooner. With all kinds of variety of a bunch of songs that sound exactly the same, it's been truly amazing. I highly recommend it, and you should try it too. 90s rock. It's incredible. Or focus.
Is there a spot you'd recommend to watch it? Like iTunes, Spotify?
It doesn't. The ad read doesn't say that. I found him on YouTube.
Classic.
Yeah, it's the place, the source of all music now, I believe. Do you guys YouTube? Do you do the tubes?
I'm a Vimeo guy.
Is that still a website?
I don't know.
I think I told you guys I watched all of Taskmaster on Daily Motion.
All right.
Great, highly recommend. I mean, not over YouTube. Just if YouTube doesn't have it, try Daily Motion. You'll have to watch 400 ads, but it's sometimes worth it.
I mean, there are a lot of ads on YouTube.
Not like this. Daily Motion is like you get like minute and a half sometimes. Sometimes you get the nice feed and it'll be like every 5 minutes.
I've been watching a lot of Hulu recently, and it is jarring to go back to commercials when you've been watching a platform that doesn't have them.
Well, Netflix doesn't have them, does it?
No.
Well, that will be nice. We're about to switch back to Netflix.
Nice. Is there something I'm particularly excited to watch?
Yeah,
Tiger King.
I heard season 2 wasn't very good, was it?
Didn't watch it yet.
Oh,
It was
okay.
I did not watch it, but I'm not hearing good things about it.
There was nothing left to say, so I don't feel any need to watch it.
So all 4 of us watched and absolutely loved Tiger King, and none of us can be bothered to watch season 2. What a interesting show.
There's no buzz about season 2. No one's excited. Season 1, everyone in America talks about it.
There's a movie
Yeah, but-
coming out too.
That
TV
movie
show.
looks very terrible. Yeah,
Yeah.
the show. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, TV show.
A TV show. I thought
Love
it was a
Kate
movie.
McKinnon,
Wait.
but there's no
Wait,
way.
you mean like actors playing characters kind of a thing?
Yeah, Kate McKinnon's Carol Baskin.
She's great, but there's no way she should be the number 2 and or lead. Hard to I can't tell who the fuck Joe is. I have no idea who that guy is.
I haven't seen
it's
a ton
it's the
of
guy
Kate
from
McKinnon
Fro.
playing actual characters outside of like SNL, but I just feel like from what I've seen, as much as I love her on SNL, I have a hard time believing she can pull off like an actual character.
Did you see Office Party on
I've never heard of
Hulu?
Office Party.
It's on Hulu. It's a Christmas movie, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think maybe it's called Office Christmas Party. I'm not sure. I can't
It's
remember.
called Office Christmas Party.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of people in it.
Jason Bateman.
Bateman's the lead, and you got
Jennifer Aniston.
I was gonna say Ehrlich, but yeah, Aniston is also in it.
Courtney B. Vance.
I don't know who that is.
He plays the African American guy.
The guy who's they're trying to sell it.
Yes, that's Courtney B. Vance.
Okay,
Your teammate lost
great.
the fight. Now they return to
Definitely
base.
not the next guy I would have listed in there, but yeah, there's a lot of great people.
Finish it.
Can I make a controversial opinion known?
Always.
I am not convinced that Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Wow.
That is controversial.
Thought so.
Why? I mean, just because you hate evidence, or what? Why?
I don't feel like I'm not saying that I think she's innocent. I'm not saying I'm convinced she didn't do it. I'm just saying nothing that show presented was beyond a reasonable doubt for me. Evidence that
She basically verbatim said, "I killed my fucking husband." So glad he's gone.
I don't remember her saying that.
Almost verbatim. I mean,
Word
she didn't
for
say it as a
word.
direct quote, but like that, you could see it in her eyes. You could see it in the subtext of what she said. I mean, what else do you need?
Actual evidence.
Make your way to the target.
I just don't. Look, I'm glad we've never had you on jury duty for an important case. That's all I'm saying.
I'm glad have you been on jury duty?
I was able to get out of it once.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you did, because if you're literally going to put a person away for I read the subtext of their voice.
No, you presented that very unfairly. I saw a murderer and read the subtext of her voice.
Wow.
Okay. You guys want to move on to the next segment?
Sure.
So this is mystery segment number 1. I didn't want to give you time to prepare.
Free Carol Baskin. Free Carol Baskin.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
No, it's not the free Carol Baskin segment. That'd be crazy. Why would we free a murderer?
Also, I don't think
Who's
she's
not arrested?
been put away.
Yeah. I'm worried you're going to Streisand affect her at this point. Okay.
You're worried that I'm going to get her put away?
Yeah,
Isn't that what you want?
calling for her freedom, you're going to now arrest her.
But isn't that what you want?
Yeah, but I don't want. I don't know what that would do to your psyche.
Very little.
Oh. I don't know how I feel. I don't know
We
how.
got a new segment?
Yeah, we got a brand new segment. I assume that you guys are all caught up on your 2022 buzzwords.
Sure, definitely.
So my favorite one of this fiscal year would be brand splaining.
Tell me tell me what that is.
This is where I don't know how to. Interesting that you've asked me to tell you what it is, because I want you. I will tell you what it is afterwards. I want you to brand splain Starbucks to me, Pantsman.
Starbucks is a brown liquid company that really focuses on holiday traditions and are, above all else, ubiquitous.
So their brand is ubiquitous. Ubiquity.
Pretty much. I'd say that's the most accurate thing I could possibly say.
So, like, you're telling me that the brand executives at Starbucks, give me 2 seconds to look up what ubiquity means.
Okay, don't pretend like you don't know the word if you know like a different version of the word.
I mean, I'm just really good at whatever that
Knowledge?
word is. No, changing the endings of words. Okay, So ubiquitous means present, appearing, or found everywhere. That's a good. Oh man, that is good. But so you're telling me that the brand executives of Starbucks want you to walk into a Starbucks and be like, "This is everywhere."
No. I'm telling you that the executives at just about every company want you to walk into their store because you don't even realize there's another choice. It's everywhere. It's all there is. You're going in because that's what you've got.
Oh, so you think the Starbucks people want you to feel dread? They're like, "I have no choice." This is Stockholm
No, it's
syndrome.
not dread. It's not dread. It's not, oh no, I don't have a choice. It's like, imagine life. Like,
It's convenience. It's convenience. That's what it comes down to.
Enough training.
it's
don't
like,
think that they want you to
imagine a
think
world where
convenience.
you've only ever had pizza and you'd never experienced a burger. You wouldn't be like, ew, gross pizza, just because that's all there is. But if you had a burger, you'd be like, holy shit, there's a different thing. So you're not dreading that there's nothing else but Starbucks. You're just like, oh, I want coffee. Where do I go? The only place I can think of, it's Starbucks.
So you want Starbucks to, like, you walk into Starbucks and you think brand execs want you to think, there's nothing more than this.
No, I don't think they want you to be conscious about it. I think they want you to unconsciously walk to a Starbucks or drive to a Starbucks because that's what you do. They don't want you to think about it. They don't want you to think about their brand.
Then what are you supposed to feel when you walk into a Starbucks, though?
Like you are in an existential crisis, obviously.
You think that's the playbook that the execs have drawn up? They're like, oh, people will pay $3 more for coffee if they're feeling existential dread.
Also,
Yeah, that's why you want a macchiato or whatever, or a frappuccino, is because you're having an
I'm just getting a
existential
caramel macchiato. Don't be insane.
Next area and protect the perimeter.
I actually have no idea how to order Starbucks without my wife around. If I order it on my own, it's the grossest thing that's ever come out of a coffee tap.
A coffee tap?
Yeah. What do you drink? Might be my
It's
first
not
problem.
beer.
I don't know. Ooh, you've apparently never had the nitro cold brew. It's basically just Guinness. It's amazing. Are you running out to go buy a cold brew right now?
That's what's happening, clearly.
I don't like Pantsman that you said brown liquid. I don't think the executives are calling it brown liquid.
I don't think
What
they
else
want you thinking brown
possibly
liquid.
call it?
You know.
The only
Nectar
thing
of
that
the
could be called
gods, liquid crack,
Energy galore.
yes, that
Colombian candy.
Colombian candy's good. Oh, I like that. I've never heard that. That's
I
enticing.
think the way you said it told it.
Yeah, what was the accent you used there?
That
Sleepy?
Colombian candy.
Oh, Forrest Gump. Okay.
No, not Forrest Gump. That's Forrest Gump. This is Colombian candy.
Are you changing your voice?
Bounty target is up.
Is there something I'm supposed to be hearing? Okay. I think that went well. So brandsplaining is apparently this new thing that executives are pushing, where they're saying that people are explaining their brand incorrectly. So clearly they've never heard you talk about Starbucks. I don't think clearly that's not a problem with this group.
Clearly.
So yeah, every once in a while I'm going to check in with you guys. I'm going to have you explain a brand for me. I think obviously
And
you
why
nailed it.
are they bothered by this? They don't like this?
Oh, they're peeved. They're fucking peeved. In the day of hyper personalization, another brand word, buzzword. You're welcome. We can't have that. We can't have people misrepresenting our brand just because they're thinking. Absolutely not.
How do we solve that? Less thinking?
That's one of two ways. One of them is, lessen the amount of caffeine in your Starbucks so you're not on it. The other way is to do better at branding.
Got a loadout drop inbound.
Well, option 1's never going to happen, so we got to go with option 2.
It does feel like the obvious choice, yeah. Okay, you guys good with that? Should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Similar idea. So, Muscle V, this one's going to you. I would like to hear you mansplain the wage gap.
Oh boy.
Between who?
Why? Why would you want that?
No, fucking nailed it. Fucking perfect.
I don't know what wage gap you're talking about.
Yeah, that's bang on. Do you really think there's no wage gap? I assume that you're in a household of 2. That can't be true.
There's definitely a wage gap. Fucking Chipotle is raising their burrito prices again.
That's not the wage gap.
It's a gap where
No.
the CEO is paying himself more, and he's giving his employees only a 50-cent raise. Literally read this on Reddit yesterday. And because of this, our burritos are going up another $1.
Oh my
Wage
God, I wish
gap.
to God that the CEO was a female. That'd be so funny.
Wage gap.
Okay. So you confirm the wage gap exists?
Between CEO and employees.
That's okay. I mean, that does exist.
I mean, the man's not wrong.
Yeah, that's not incorrect. And probably, honestly, the worst wage gap. But you really don't think there's one between the chicas and the boys? You don't think there's a boys club in your average business?
I don't know.
You don't?
Yeah,
You have no idea.
The problem is, Jeeves, is I don't think he even understood what you were asking him at first.
He thinks you're talking about
did.
inflation right now.
I think you got it, right? Right, Dixie?
Muscle V got it. I just want to use this opportunity to talk about
So
Chipotle.
what did Dixie think about it?
Dixie wanted to talk about Chipotle raising their prices
again.
again.
You're using this platform to talk about the issues that matter to you. I get that. That's fine. That's covered. We agree. The CEOs they're making too much. The boss is making more than a dollar while you're making a dime.
If you survive,
Gotcha.
you earn your freedom.
Do you think that females make less in this day and age?
I need to see the statistics they're reporting.
Do you?
I think so.
So you but go off your gut. Like you really don't. You think there's a good chance that it does or doesn't exist?
I think it depends what industry you're in.
2 stones to the noggin ought to do it.
I don't think there probably is, but I don't think it's every industry is impacted.
This is an unbearably boring topic, but I do want to ask, what industry do you think either has, as Jeeves put it, the cheek is making more, or on equal?
OnlyFans. You think guys on OnlyFans are making more money than girls?
Are they considered employees? Is that I guess that would be a wage still, though. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Return to the front line. But if you
It's got to be 1099, right?
You can't tell me a guy on OnlyFans is making more bank than a girl showing her tits.
got your ass kicked, return to base. It's not over yet.
Yeah,
The team can still buy your
probably
freedom.
not. Yeah, I guess that is a wage, though. Obviously not the point I was getting to, but it's a good comeback, I think.
You're welcome.
It doesn't speak to you being a good human, but fair play. I'll give you that.
This is interesting. So I Googled the thing, and again, as we've established, if you Google it, it is the truth. This is the top performers on OnlyFans. Now, the first 2 are women, and I don't know who they are, but the third, interestingly, is Cardi B.
Wow.
She only shared 6 posts on her OnlyFans account, but still qualifies as a top earner on the platform. She has 81.7 followers.
Not a bad shot.
Yikes. She made $9.43 million.
Oh.
And she was
I
the
get that,
third.
It says, I mean, this is obviously cold hard truth because it's a website that said it, but It says her estimated monthly earnings from the app.
Did you go
is
into the
9.4
website, or
million.
was this a Google response?
I'm on briefly.co.tha.
Oh, so you've done this. You've done research.
Yeah,
You're basically a
I
scientist.
did. You know what I did? My own research.
Oh my God! Wow.
What was the monthly income?
I didn't know we had an expert in the house.
9.43 million.
A month.
A month?
That's what it said. I don't know that I buy that, but that's what it said.
Holy shit! There's something weirdly captivating about Cardi B, though, isn't there? Like, she's not particularly the hottest celeb or anything, but like, she's hard to not watch if you've seen her do pretty much anything.
But she's the third. So she's the third person. So what is 1 and 2 making?
Let me go back. Hold on, I already left the website.
Clearly, we got to start showing more cleavage or something, because that's
coming
crazy.
in number 2. Now I have heard of this person, but I don't really. Well, anyway, Bella Thorne is number 2 at 11 million.
Yeah, I've heard of her too. Who is that?
I only have heard of her because
actress,
she was
right?
like a celebrity actress outside of OnlyFans, and then she joined OnlyFans. It was like a controversy.
Can you look into what she's been in? Because I definitely have heard that name.
I do not.
Oh, can you? With your internet?
Give me a sec. I've got to reveal the top choice. It was Black China. Black China? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's 20 million.
It's Black China. Black China would be weird.
No. 20 million?
20 million.
I didn't even know she was still famous. I haven't heard of her for like 10 years.
Yeah, she had a kid with Rob Kardashian.
I don't care about that. Do people care? Does that make her a Kardashian, like, entourage? I've never seen her with any of them.
And then speaking of Bella Thorne, so she's been in some big ones. For instance, Shake It Up, or Time Is Up, or The Duff, Midnight Sun, all the big ones. You Get Me, the movie that exists.
A biopic about Hillary Duff? Because that'd be awesome.
The Duff is a teen comedy. Trumpy High School senior Mae Whitman, interesting, has a rude awakening when she learns that her classmates secretly know her as the Duff, designated ugly fat friend. Oh, damn. By her prettier and more popular pals. Jesus. That's some dark shit.
That is intense. The Duff. Good nickname, though.
Gosh, poor Mae Whitman has been... She's made a career out of people mocking her looks.
Yeah, poor her. She's, rolling in it? I think she'll be all right.
Oh.
Who's Mae Whitman, also?
She was Anne from Arrested Development. Her?
Oh, she's great. Is the worst. She's the worst. She's not that
still
fat.
doing this? Is this still happening?
Oh, the game hasn't ended, actually, for one. We were very close to it being over. And then somehow stayed alive during a skirmish. And now I'm actively being shot. You know, because you're watching the stream, of course, but...
Right, well, yeah.
I don't know, we're very close to ending this. Do you just want to jump into final... I'm about to be dead. Should we just jump into final thoughts now?
Sure.
We can't end the stream, though, till I die, right? Like, people will want to know They'll want to know what happened, right?
Whoever has to go last with the final thoughts will just have to stretch.
Well, I mean, that would be me.
I feel comfortable saying that.
Well, yeah, I can stretch. We can stretch. Muscle V, we'll go to you. What's your final thoughts while you watch me probably die?
Final thoughts. I think it was a pretty good episode today. Definitely check out Muscle V on MuscleV.com.
This is the nicest thing that Muscle V has collectively said to all three of us. All right. Great. You took no time. Perfect. You've got the quickness of what we're going for normally. Boo, we go to you next.
I think my final thought is...
wait, wait, because I have to stretch this anyway. Before we get to your final thought, really proud of you for not completely missing the stream, leaving the stream early, falling asleep during it. Great job.
Thank you. Well, my whole plan right now is I was going to start reading the Declaration of Independence on the stream since we have
Don't worry, no need. I am super dead.
Oh, okay, cool. So my final thought is live long, live prosper, live life.
Live long, live prosper. Okay. What do you got, Pants Man?
Brand means ubiquitous.
No, it doesn't. Because I now know what ubiquitous means. And it doesn't mean that. Those aren't synonyms. Okay. You know what?
Real
Great.
quick before you go, Jeeves, just a real quick battle 6, right? It's a 6th battle. Update 2020 currently with 0 to Switchback.
Oh, wow. Wow, so there's an evening between us and Switchback just can't get his shit together.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, great. Well, I just want to say thank you to all of you as always. I think we're starting to get some things together. And, you know, by 2024, 25, 26, we're really going to figure this thing out. We're going to have a tight ship for you guys to watch sail through the night. But for now, we thank you for being part of the shipwreck. Have a good one. God Daddy's
This is now
out.
a naval podcast.